just too tough to cover all these guys, especially with the zone coverage defense that they have. Tyreek Hill's going to be doing more backflips into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know how Todd Bowles wants to attack this. It's going to be very interesting to see because what you said, Andrew, it would make sense, but it like on paper and when you said it, but then in reality, when you look at it, you can't man-to-man Kelsey because there's no corner that's big. There's no
It's impossible.
There's no corner big enough, and there's no linebacker fast enough to cover
Exactly.
Kelsey.
So now
it's
another safety on
impossible.
Kelsey. So
Exactly.
you,
So
safety
you're
on
not going to be
Kelsey,
getting.
you can only rush 4 receivers because you have to man up on the other 3. I mean, only rush 4 rushers
so
because you man up on the other 3. So at the end of the day, you're running a 4-man rush on Mahomes
against 5, and it doesn't matter how many injuries you have on the line. 4 against 5 is a win.
Yeah, yes. They'll probably do that every play. I mean, I can't see them rushing 3 unless it's Hail Mary.
No, I don't think so either. You have to rush. They're going to have to rush 4 because you're going to have to. I mean, 7 guys with 5 receivers. That's the only way you're going to win.
Let me tell you what.
Then Patrick
JPP
Mahomes
lives for the Super Bowl.
Mahomes isn't going to. Mahomes isn't going to sit back. I mean, Tampa's going to take away Kelsey. If let's just say Kansas City runs empty for a majority of the game, which they won't. Tampa's going to probably do a good job on Kelsey. They'll do a good job on Tyreek Hill. That means I don't think Mahomes can go the whole game throwing just to Watkins and Hardman and Pringle or Robinson. I don't think he can go the whole game throwing to those 3 receivers. He can't do it. They're not that good. They're not that good of receivers.
No,
and they're guys that can be contained in man-to-man coverage. So Tampa is going to have to make their money a lot doing that 4-man rush, but capitalizing when CH is in the game or they got Williams in the game to any kind of halfback, or if they go Sherman as the fullback, they do an I set, something where utility men are being used up in the backfield. And that is where they make their money because Tampa can rush 4, they can rush 5, they can even rush 6. They can apply pressure to Mahomes while still being able to contain Hill and Kelsey. So this game, they can, Peyton New England did it. And I think Tampa is definitely capable of drawing up a good defensive game plan that, won't, everyone's prone to the big play. It's Kansas City. But I think Tampa could still, they're capable of drawing up a good game plan that can contain this hot offense.
They just have to look. They just have to look to see what San Fran did. I mean, they're not a defense of what San Fran was last year, but Kansas City had 10 points with 7 minutes left in that game. They just got to figure out what they did and try to match it as good as possible because that was probably the best defensive performance anybody.
They did a really good job of defending Kansas City down,
even though they gave up 31 points. I mean,
3 quarters. They contained Kansas City for 3/4 of that game. Just the first quarter got them. That's it.
I mean, actually the best defensive performance against Kansas City was the Patriots in the AFC Championship game for the first 2.5 quarters, and then
the best defense against Kansas City was the 17-14 game that the Patriots had against Kansas City when they only got 17, but they lost.
Which game was this?
It was last year.
23-16. That was.
Oh, it was 23-16. Really?
Yeah, 23-17, 23-16. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a less than 20.
The Harry stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was 23-16 or 17.
Oh,
but no, well, the Patriots in that game did a great job because Mahomes had like 20 passing yards in the first half. So that's irrelevant for this. But if they can match a game plan similar to that in San Fran, kind of see that was all pressure. Mahomes got sacked like 4 times in the first half. If you can get pressure on any quarterback, doesn't matter how good they are at escaping, it gets in their head, they get hot feet, and they make the wrong decisions. So if they can force turnover, get pressure, and I don't know, make a score on special teams, always helps.